I'm also thinking about buying the Fold because we played with it.
Oh, really?
And it is exactly the right form factor. Like they got
Yes.
the size and shape and hinge of this thing right. The hinge is right off the Surface Duo. Like this is what the Surface Duo should have been. But it folds perfectly flat. The hinge is really tight. It's not tall like the Galaxy Fold. It's just the right size and shape. I have some concerns about the screen though.
And also that it's $1,800.
Well, those two things are related for me, right? Because I think like to just hold it as an object, it's very impressive. Like it's really well made. It's really solid. It feels really good. It's basically an iPhone 10 that opens into an iPad mini, which is like the dream. That is literally, that is what I want size wise. But it has that crease down the middle of the screen that is very much there. It's a little better than the Galaxy Fold, but oh boy, do you still notice it. But the big thing that threw me was, and we were using it outdoors in a relatively sunny place in Mountain View, but like the glare on that thing was awful.
Yeah.
Like really, really, really bad.
There was a cheapness to it.
Yeah.
I don't know how else to describe it. Like, and there's a screen protector that you can see. So like there's the edge of the screen protector and then the display itself and then like the little lip of the bezel.
Just learning nothing from Samsung on that one.
No, right?
Yeah.
Like,
They're like, I want it and it's cool. And like the tricks they gave it where you're like watching a video on the thing and you open it, it pops up in the video there. And then like you're taking a selfie with the back camera. All that was neat. We all tried to open it with one hand, which was just a terrifying experience. Like we're outside holding $1,800 phones and like whoa, like, trying to open it with one hand.
Alex, I wish you could have seen the face that Nilay made. So it was Nilay, V-Song, Allison Johnson, and me, and we're all standing around this wooden table, and we all decide we're going to try to open this phone with one hand. And I go first and sort of like push my thumb in and try to pop it open and just fully almost drop the thing. Like I had to like bobble it to catch it. And Nilay literally goes, "Oh!" just like reflexively makes a noise.
It was terrifying.
It was so good.
And then we all did it. All of us in turn were like, what if I made my other friend have that experience that I just had? The phone cannot be opened with one hand. We did see Dieter. He did insist that he could do it.
oh, sure.
He was like,
sure,
you just
Dieter.
do that. Like, he's Dieter. That's a very Dieter move. None of us have mastered it yet. V thinks she's mastered it. I will say that.
She had a thumb thing that she was better at it than the rest of us for sure.
It was like she was pushing it straight up into the air. Like it was getting higher, like from the ground, from disaster. Like I don't. No. This thing is not made to be opened with one hand. No. Yeah, but there's like just a little bit of like right in the middle where the crease is in the hinge, like the bezel stops and there's like a little flat plastic piece. And it's just like,
Is it smushy?
No, it's not squishy. It's just, I don't know. There's something about it that just didn't give me $1,800. And that's weird because it's nicer than the Fold, right, David? Like it's very much nicer than the Fold.
Oh, much.
All Pixel products are that way. They always are like the same price as Samsung, the same price as Apple, maybe $100 cheaper. It just not quite as nice. Like just there's something about it where it's just a little cheaper, just a little more affordable feeling.
I don't. I will say this is the right size and thinness and aspect ratio. They got all that right.
It looks gorgeous.
And I do love the idea of just like opening it and like doing a thing, you know.
I'm gonna laser bong and then at 3 a.m. order one. Sorry.
Wow.
If I have one, you'll be like, laser bong involved. Okay.
Yeah, no, like we've talked on this show about how 6.1 inches is the correct size for a smartphone screen. And this is not an invitation for debate. Like that's just a true fact.
What?
This is the official position of the Vergecast. Don't worry about it.
Keep going, Eli. Keep going.
Bold,
Keep going.
bold.
But it is. I think I would be curious to see slight variations on it, but this size immediately felt right to me. And like Alice and Avi were able to close it and slip it into their pockets. You're able to hold and use the thing in one hand. You can open it and hold it in two hands and type on that split keyboard fairly comfortably. Like, I agree. I think this is really right, just sort of blueprint wise for what one of these is supposed to feel like. Like you can use it closed and it's just a regular phone. It looks and feels like a regular phone.
But that protector on the display, I'm just looking at the photos of it. Is it that, like, in Dan's photos, it's really big. Is it that big in real life?
Yeah, there's, like I said, there's just like a little touch of jank in there. Like, you know, just spice it up a little bit. I think David had the best take on it. At one point, David, you were like, I can't wait for the next generation of this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like,
absolutely,
that feels about right.
Change nothing about it except make everything a tiny bit better is like, luckily that's kind of the whole Pixels move. So I'm optimistic.
Yeah.
Or they'll shut it down in 12 months.